Hi there, Adamaxia here, and today we're going to have a quick run-through of Selene's web on the Elder Scrolls Online. So we're doing veteran mode. So Selene's web is a dungeon in the southeastern corner of Reaper's March, and it is one of the more difficult dungeons in the game. And I'm doing this on my Templar healer, which should give you a better view of any of the mechanics of any of the boss fights. So we're just clearing some trash right now. Soon be at the first boss though. Oh, a little bear trap there. This is the first boss. It's not exactly very difficult though. Pretty much just tank and smack. Yeah, they have a little pull, but other than that, nothing much. Only the last 15 seconds. So that was the first boss. Then the next boss is over here. That'll be Longclaw, which is basically that boss fight focuses on the ads and is essentially a DPS race. I'll explain that when we get there. Just down here. Try not to die. Yeah, that'd be pretty bad if you died from there. So this is the second boss, Longclaw. Oh, another bear trap there. There he is up there. And looks like we started the fight. So we have these 4 panthers to start the fight. As soon as we kill those, the boss, Longclaw, will jump down, and these panthers will be resurrected. And the DPS race I was talking about earlier involves trying to keep the numbers of these ads down before they overwhelm you. Looks like our DPS is feeling the damage of those things. And as you can see, another one has just spawned. Another one. So again, it is very important to keep the AoE going on these guys. Other than the ads, it's a fairly basic fight. Just make sure your whole group is doing all the DPS they can do. And that's the second fight done. The next fight, I believe is around there. Or it's just a simple tank and spank mainly. With a few little detailed mechanics here and there. Shouldn't be anywhere near as difficult as some of the bosses in here. The main thing is the final boss, which we'll get to at the end, which is definitely the crux of this dungeon. Selene herself. so annoying. Stuck here. I think if you crouch, you can see them. But as long as you're moving normally, they're invisible. So, yeah, this is the third fight, Queen Leia. The only thing to keep in mind for this fight is this red circle which is on me right now. Basically, stay away from your group members, otherwise you'll just be doing unnecessary damage to them. There we go, boss down. The easiest boss in this dungeon, probably. Where are we going? I think here. Yep. Looks like it. I still haven't seen this little cave. Tunnels. Just keep your AoEs handy for these trash balls. Almost at the fourth boss. Just beyond there. Yeah, there it is. So this is Valhide. Basically a giant bear. Oops. This is essentially just an AoE boss. The main things to keep in mind are the AoE attack he just did, his charge. It's pretty ominous when he's about to use it. That is very damaging, especially with your attack. And the other one would be his fear attack. If he fears you when you're standing in front of him, it could mean that you can't avoid his charge, but as long as you keep enough stamina to CC break, you should be fine. So that was the fourth boss. And we should be moving towards the final boss, Selene herself. I'll talk more about that fight when we get there. So we actually have a little mini-boss here. Does absolutely nothing. Basically just bad but too much health. Just a single target. This one there. Don't mind the ads. There we go. Okay. Oh, inventory's full. Just destroy a few things, maybe. Okay. On we go. So this is the final part of the dungeon. Just a tunnel towards Selene's layer. Couple more trash balls. Okay, so this is where the boss fight starts. So the first phase of this fight is in this web section. You just attack her until about 50%, by which time she'll pull you all to water right now. You won't take any damage, don't worry. From here, you simply just keep on attacking and spanking until the boss is at about 15% health, by which time Selene will turn into humanoid form right now. She'll pull you towards her, and she'll have this AoE like that. Just roll out of that. That's one of the two noticeable attacks to be aware of. The second being that bear attack right there, which just killed the tank instantly. So that is the one to be aware of. Then the other thing to keep in mind is there are 3 types of ads that spawn. She's doing the pull. Just roll like this. The heal not. Yeah. Took any damage. So these ads here, that's a mage. There's mages, archers, and melee ads. Look, you don't need to worry about the archers. The melee ones are the worst, because they knock you over for 2 to 3 seconds about, and in that time, while you're on the floor, you could be hit by the bear attack and die yourself. So, you survive, people oftentimes they go up. Then the mages, they heal the boss and the other ads, so just keep that in mind. Try and keep the number of ads to a minimum. If you can't, it might be okay. Depends on how good your group is really. Bear attack. See, it's depending on how much health and what sort of gear your tank has, will determine whether the tank will survive those bear attacks. Seems this one can, if he's blocking, of course. But if you're just starting out as a tank, it would probably be better to try and roll dodge those attacks. Was the safest thing to do. And that was Veteran Selene's Web. Thank you for watching. Hope you learnt some, at least to some extent, about the dungeon, and good luck doing it yourself.